Hey everybody, welcome back to Creekside, Homestead, Alaska. It's about time to start working on this. I have a logging truck size load of logs behind me here. We're guesstimating between 10 and 12 cord of split wood when it's all said and done. Trying to get it all done before we start to have to really worry about the garden as far as planting and that type of thing. Usually we get everything in by June, but before that there's quite a bit going on with the garden. So it's still a bit cold. We are, what is it, March 26th, and we are in the morning. This morning it was like -6, -7, but it's warming up to 35, 36 in the afternoon. So we're still pretty cold in the mornings, and some of this equipment, well, all of it's hydraulic, so some of it doesn't like to work real well in that kind of cold. So I am going to give this a go. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. Let me show you what I got going on here. These logs are about 50 to 55 feet long. This is the only place the truck could put it. It had a little crane on the back of the truck, logging truck, but got a really good deal on it. Well, I consider it a decent deal anyway. It used to be a lot better deal, but everything costs more now. But anyway, they're about 50 to 55 feet long, and they hang over the slough, which I don't know if you can really tell what's going on there, but they hang over, you know, between 10 and 15 feet over the slough, which obviously I cannot just grab those. So my plan is to grab a log with a chain or something, pull it back about 12 feet, and cut it, pull it back again 12 feet or so, and cut it, and et cetera, et cetera. That way we're pulling it from over the slough to where we process the wood here. I'll show you that in a second, but it's the only way I can really think to get it done. Got to be super careful. These things are, obviously they're heavy. I mean, they're 50 feet long, and I don't know if you can tell, but they're pretty big. Is that about 12 or so inches? And that's like the average probably. Some of these are freaking huge. That guy down there, glad it's on the bottom. Anyway, so that's the plan, is to try to pull them back, cut them, and that. But before I do any of that, I have to make sure that my equipment is going to run, start, work, hook up, and all that. Starting with the tractor, obviously the log splitter at some point, I need to get it going. I did start it yesterday, so it started pretty easy. I just tuned it up. In other words, I changed the oil and put heat in the gas tank, which worked really well. But the grapple is another big part of this deal. And of course, it's been sitting all winter. So let's see if I can get that going. As long as I can get the couplers to hook up, and it's been undercover, I'll show you in a second, but it's been undercover, so it should be fine. But again, you know, hydraulics in wintertime, just they don't like it. I've got everything with winter hydraulic oil in it, but man, I'll tell you, it takes a minute for it to get going. Anyway, so that's the plan. Grapple's over here. I think you can see that okay. And like I said, it's been undercover. Everything seems, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Just a matter of getting it hooked up, getting the tractor going. But I'm gonna get the tractor going, get the grapple on it, hopefully. Get a chain and start pulling these. I'll probably start with some small ones, pull it back and cut. I gotta get the chainsaw out, get it running. It stays in the heated garage though, so it should be fine. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. You know, I'll film what I can and get it going. Man, I'll tell you one thing, it is a beautiful day. My goodness. This is probably the prettiest March we've had. However, it's also the coldest March I've ever seen out here. But, all right, I guess talking's not going to get it done, so let's get this going. First order of business is to get this tractor fired up. It's cold. I'm hoping I don't have to do block heater and everything, but we'll see. Let the glow plugs heat up a bit here. Yeah, I like it. We'll let that thing warm up and then we'll get going. Let's get it warmed up. This is where we probably end up with a leak, but it'll be all right. This is a hint for all you out there that may or may not work with hydraulics. When you put your machines away, make sure that your hydraulic cylinder is showing the least amount of chrome as possible, because you want that chrome up inside where the oil is, not outside where the water might be. You don't want to rust it. Keep your seals good and all that stuff. So, a little tip. I'm going to actually try and grab it with the grapple, which is probably a bad idea, but you know what? Why do things different now? I'll grab one of these small ones first. See how this works out. I know a chain will be smarter on the taller ones further up. I think I'm gonna get a chain. These logs are heavy enough to probably pull me forward. I know I just said that, but here I go. I'm just gonna keep pulling it. All right, come on. Yeah. So my table over here, I think it's like, I thought it was 10 feet, but I don't know. I'm 100% on that. I'm gonna walk it off. I think it's 10 feet. Almost exactly 10 feet. So I'll cut this about 12 feet. It's okay if it hangs over a little bit, but I'll cut the log and then pull another section out and cut it. Try to keep them the same. Try to keep the lengths the same, so when I put them on the table, I can, cut 2 or 3 at the same time. That's the plan. And I do think I'm going to get a chain to do the higher up ones, and as I certainly don't want anything to pull the tractor over. So here we go. They're heavy.
Yeah.
one log is just under what the tractor will lift. Doesn't feel too wobbly at all, actually. So that's where we're at with that first log. This is about 48 feet long. I try to line up the ends. I'll show you what I do. Everything's snowed in right now, but I try to line, and I will try to pull these to where they're lined up so that when I cut them to length, they're all, I can cut like 3 or 4 at the same time with the big saw, bigger saw. But anyway, that's what I try to do. So I just pulled this one out of the snow. It actually looks like a spruce. I think it is. But try to get these out of the way. And then I think I'm gonna get these top ones. Start getting these top ones off of here. I'd rather them not be up there. So anyway, I was a little curious about when I cut this first small log up, how much wood will it give me? I mean, it's not gonna be a ton, but I was just curious, I guess. So I might actually get that other one out of the way, cut and split this one, just to kind of see where it's at. And I also need to get some of this snow out of the way. But anyway, I'll bring you back when we're ready to do something cool. One of the things I try to do when I'm cutting wood is, see if you can see that? Yeah. So I measure on my bar 16 18. So 16 right where that old mark was. I got nothing that's gonna write on this thing, but there's 16 mark right there where the hole is, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah. 18 is right here in the middle of those. And then it's almost 20. I mean, it's 20, but it's not quite 20. But it gives me a gauge when I'm cutting, so I don't have to sit there and measure each piece or use a story stick. If I'm questioning it, I'll just turn the bar sideways and have a look. But anyway, I'm actually a little bit stoked about using the splitter with the new table over here, but gotta let this thing warm up. I'll tell you one thing, this hydraulics in this cold weather. But I'm gonna get these bucked up a little bit, and then we'll start splitting. That's where I want it. A lot of snow in the way, ice. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup before I get going too much more with it. But anyway, let me get this first quarter of a tree split up and see how everything's working. Well, I can tell you that I don't know if you watched my other video, but I just installed this table. That's night and day. Absolute back saver. I don't have to worry about them falling off and reaching over and getting them. So that's the first quarter of a tree. And I think we're ready for full scale. Get crack-a-lacking. Today's family night, so I'm gonna go clean this up a little bit and get ready for that. And then I think tomorrow we are gonna go full scale and just start getting after it. Get this snow cleaned up a little bit over here. It's in my way. It's just in my way. So 50 trees it's looking like. That's just a real quick count. I believe it's about 50 trees. This is one of the smallest ones in the whole stack right here. And that is 1/4 of one. So it's gonna be a good haul. I'm looking forward to getting this done. I really want to get it all done before we start getting the garden going, because I have so much to do. It's making my brain hurt. I got this. Got the garden gonna go, but I got to build a pig pen. I got to extend. First thing, I got to extend the goat area to build a little nursery, because we're about to have a bunch of little goatlets. So anyway, this got to get done, and I would like to get it done before it gets too sloppy out here. So anyway, we'll see. I'll bring you back when we get going again. Back to it. When I'm splitting, I like to vary how big the splits are, because when you're burning, you know, sometimes you're looking for something a little smaller to get it going quicker. Sometimes you definitely look for something bigger with knots in it for an overnight burn. So that's why I with even the same size rounds, I'll vary how big the splits are. I like options. Now we're gonna go stack it. don't even know if you can see them. Walter is our rooster. Come here, Walter. There he is. Hi. That's Walter. He's a good-looking rooster, and he does his job well. Well, mostly. He fertilizes eggs, I'll say that. Like I said, he's a good-looking rooster. He does his job, but I'm pretty sure he's a few eggs short of a carton, if you know what I mean. He got mental issues, but that's all right. Look at him go. Look at him go. Gonna get them girls in line. This is where we're stacking. Oh, you come to help? This is where we're stacking first. The main reason we're stacking here first is the ground's still good and frozen, so it's a lot easier. You know, I don't like to drive the tractor in the yard or in this part by the house when it's when the ground's soggy during breakup. So I am filling this first, and then I'll fill over there on the left side of the fire pit. I'll fill that next, and then the rest of it goes over by the pole barn, and I can drive on that all breakup, doesn't matter. So that's the main reason I'm filling this one first. It's not the wood I usually pull from first, but this is not this next winter's wood is 2 winters away, so I can pull from wherever I want at that point. But that's why we're doing this one next. So I'm gonna get this next tractor load stacked, and then I'll bring you back, and that'll fill that half. I'll probably only fill half of that right now, and then fill everything else up, and we'll see where we're at. I may or may not fill this whole thing with birch. Might get some beetle kill spruce, but I don't know. We'll see. We've been burning burned all the beetle kill just about, and then we've got well, technically in the shoulder season right now, so we're burning cottonwood just to heat the house up in the morning. But yeah, oh, there's Walter. But that's where we're at. It's been a very cold winter, very long winter. Used a lot of wood, so I'm gonna process twice as much for next time. That wood there is seasoned for this coming next winter. I've already had to use some of it. No big deal. Birch doesn't take that long to season. Birch doesn't take that long to season. As long as you down it before it draws water up and gets leaves and all that stuff. So everything I have now, this pile of logs was cut before it drew up all the water. So we should have plenty for next year. There's that, and there's also some under the fire pit. I'll probably move it over here, fill this, and then fill that. But as you can see, Doesn't look like the pile has changed. We're still got, I think we still have 52-ish logs over here. So, long way to go, but it's a good problem to have. These stalls, this stall here, each stall holds 4 cord by cubic feet is what I measured it. So I have a total of 8 cord typically in this area at any one time. So there's 8 there. The other one holds about, I want to say it holds 4 cord itself. The woodshed that I'm currently loading holds about 4 cord itself. I think. I'll have to measure it again, but pretty sure it's 4 cord. So that'll be 12, and then probably a cord under the fire pit. That'll be 13 total. So I think I'm going to need one more spot for about, I think I'd like to build another 5 cord stall this summer, and then hopefully fill it. And then we'll have about 3 years rotating. That depends, because like this year, we went through a lot more than our normal amount. So it's year to year, but it's about 3 years. So I'd like to get it to where we're 3 years ahead, or working on 1 year and 2 years ahead. But that's the goal. And then it's easier to keep it going than it is to get it there, because I got a lot of work behind me. Out here. Table's mostly full. Probably could have got a little bit on there. 1 or 2 more, but I certainly don't want it to fall off this end. I'm already gonna have to pick a couple of them fat ones up. Swap this out for the bucket. right, well, we've been working on this pile now for, I don't know, about 6 days or so. Trying to kick out about a cord a day. I actually have other projects I need to get to, so I'm going to put a pause on really getting after this pile. I got to get ready for pigs, so I need to get this pig pen built before everybody runs out of piglets, which I may be too late this year. We'll see. But that's my next big project. I got to get that done. But as you see, we have firewood everywhere. We have it stacked over on the other side by the garage, under the fire pit area, behind the well, and then this is the first to burn. This will be, September, October. This will go first, and then move into the other stuff. But behind me here is about a 4-cord storage area. It's almost full now. Yeah, it's almost full. And then you can see my mountain of wood chips. I've already shoveled this out twice, and it's about 2 feet deep. That's what we got left. It's about half the stack. It may not look like it, but it is. It's about half the stack left. But yeah, I've been getting after it pretty good. It's just so busy right now this time of year that it's I just had to make sure I get most of it. I will get this whole pile done, but now it's going to be more of a if I have a couple hours, do a couple hours worth here, a couple of there, and that type of thing. It won't be my main focus right now. Matter of fact, when this is full here, I have to create space, so I'm going to probably build a little lean-to over there or something for the rest of it. But yeah, we'll be pretty set. In the world of homesteading, this is one of those times I feel rich. Yes, I paid for the logs, but it pales in comparison to having to go out and get it, the time, wear and tear on the tractor, the truck, me. But yeah, this is when I start feeling well off, is when I have lots of firewood cut. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more like it, I'm sure. But if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all the cool stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.